everyone, this is Rayadi. Today we are going to talk about an amazing feature of Backinzo, that is wait and trade. You see the button here, wait and trade. As you can see that I have created short straddle, right? Wherein I have sold ATM CE and ATM PE. ATM CE leg premium is 122 and ATM PE leg premium is 137, right? And under execution parameter, I have specified start time as 9:20. So usually क्या होगा कि जो भी मैंने टारगेट कंडीशन और स्टॉप लॉस कंडीशंस दी होंगी उसके अकॉर्डिंग राइट एट स्टार्ट टाइम दैट इज 9:20 AM आपका ये स्ट्रैटेजी एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा दैट इज शॉर्ट स्ट्रैडल बट इन केस ऑफ वेट एंड ट्रेड इफ यू स्पेसिफाई वेट एंड ट्रेड हियर for both the legs, then Backinzo will not take an immediate trade. Rather, it will note the premium and apply wait and trade, and then it will wait for that newly calculated premium to cross. Okay. Before I begin explaining wait and trade in detail, let me explain you an idea behind this feature. And if you understand the idea, you will be amazed to note that idea work wonders for option traders. So let me walk you through. Suppose you have created a straddle on ATM call and ATM put, right? And entry time you have specified here as 9:20 with whatever the stop loss and target condition is, okay? Now what happens is as soon as 9:20 occurs, as soon as 9:20 strikes on clock, like exactly at 9:20, not even a second delay, uh, what we are saying is enter both the legs right away, right? At mentioned entry time, that is 9:20. Now that means you have entry barrier here, and that entry barrier is here is your entry time, that is 9:20 AM. So as soon as 9:20 occurs, you enter both the legs right away. So this is the usual condition. But now in case of wait and trade feature, the idea was that now you will just observe at your start time, that is 9:20. आप observe करोगे what was the premium of strikes, that is CE and PE. इन दोनों के strikes के premium क्या है? Okay. Now you will not enter right away, but you will wait for the premium to either increase or decrease by a specific point or percentage, and that's a simple idea. Okay. Now I'll explain you mathematically over Excel sheet. Okay, in an so that you can understand it in a better and efficient manner. So I'll quickly take you to the Excel sheet. Okay. As you can see that this is short straddle, and short straddle, as we know that it's a two-legged strategy, right? And herein I have specified wait and trade. See, you can specify wait and trade value in positive as well as in negative, and also in points as well as in percentage. Point में भी कर सकते हैं, percentage में भी कर सकते हैं, value आप positive में भी ले सकते हैं, negative में भी ले सकते हैं. Okay, so suppose you have a short straddle started at 9:20 and you have mentioned wait and trade as minus 2% for both the legs, right? First leg का premium at 9:20 था 100 रुपीज़ का, यानी 100 रुपीज़ पे वो ट्रेड कर रहा था, and second leg का premium था 120 rupees, right? So Backinzo will place orders only when ये 2% की -2% की जो प्रीमियम कंडीशन है जब ये मीट हो जाएगी, देन ओनली Backinzo will place orders. तो यहाँ पे लेग 1 का 100 मतलब -2% comes out to be 98 and लेग 2 का प्रीमियम का -2% comes out to be 117.6. So Backinzo will place orders only when these premiums meet. Okay, that is 98 and 117.50 for the second leg. Okay, for negative wait and trade value, please note guys, please note that as I just said that you can specify wait and trade value in minus as well as in plus, that is positive and negative, and in points as well as in percentage. Okay, so for a negative wait and trade value, Backinzo will only place order when leg LTP becomes equal or less than your value. Okay, And in case of positive weight and trade value, the Backinzo will place order only when LTP is equal or more than above value. Okay, so this is how weight and trade works. That means you're not entering into the trade right away. Are you entering the trade right away? No, you are giving command to the Backinzo that you should wait and then trade. आपका प्रीमियम का क्रॉस होना चाहिए, वो पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन मीट होनी चाहिए, then only you should enter into the trade, right? And you are adding one more condition, and that I will only enter into the trade if the premium increases or decreases by a specific points or percentage. Okay, now let's understand it mathematically. Suppose your start time here is 9:20, right? और आपका CE का जो प्रीमियम चल रहा था वो 200 रुपीज चल रहा था और PE का प्रीमियम 185 चल रहा है. तो अर्लियर अगर पहले वाले केस में अगर हम देखें तो 9:20 पे आप स्ट्रेट अवे राइट अवे एक एंट्री ले लेते हो जो भी प्राइस चल रहा होता है. बट इन केस ऑफ वेट एंड ट्रेड यू वेट फॉर द premium to increase or decrease by a specific point or percentage, right? Okay, so now we are saying that, okay, I have noted down the premium of a strike, okay, but let's wait for the premium to increase or decrease, okay. So I am adding a condition here that at 9:20, which is your entry time, आपका ये 10% का इंक्रीज होना चाहिए सीई के प्रीमियम में, ओके, और पीई के केस में भी 10% का इंक्रीज होना चाहिए. सो व्हाट यू वांट that CE price, the price of the CE was at 200 at entry time, that is your 9:20, right? So at 9:20, premium of CE leg was 200. Then we will wait for 10% increase and that comes out to be 220. तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि ये 220 पे एग्जीक्यूट हो ना कि 200 पे, राइट? बिकॉज मैंने ये कंडीशन यहाँ पे लगा दी ना 10% इंक्रीज की. Similarly for the PE leg, I don't want it to be executed at 185 because I have given the condition of 10% increase and that 10% increase comes out to be 203. So 203 का value है, then only execute करें, otherwise let it be. Okay, that's a uh, that's a simple idea actually, and it works amazingly awesome for both sell and the buy legs. Okay, now let's suppose you want to enter into a different condition, that is 10% decrease. I want my premium to decrease by 10% and then only I will enter into the trade. That means if price reaches for case of CE leg, if price reaches 180, then only enter into the trade, else let it be. Okay, and in case of PE, if premium at 920 was 185, but I have given the condition of 10% decrease, which comes out to be 166. So I want Backinzo to enter at 10% decrease, that is 166. Okay, that means if price reaches 166 for the PE leg, then only enter, right? Similar is the case with the point. अभी तक हमने percentage के case में देखा, because as I mentioned that you can mention value of weight in trade in positive and negative as well as in points and percentage. तो आपने percentage का case देख लिया, 10% increase और 10% decrease का. Now we will talk about 10 points increase and 10 points decrease, right? That means if you want to enter into the premium, only if it uh, increase by 10%. तो आपने बोला कि CE का 200 पे तो execute नहीं कराना है. अगर ये 10 points increase हो जाता है, which comes out to be 210, then only it should get executed, right? And similarly with PE, अगर ये 185 का 195 हो जाता है यानी 10 points increase हो जाता है, then only it should enter into the trade. Now comes 10 point decrease. अगर ये प्रीमियम मेरा 200 से 190 हो जाता है, then only it should enter into the trade. Similarly with the PE, अगर 185 था entry time पे price, then it should decrease by 10 points, which comes out to be 175, then only it should enter into the trade. So guys, this is completely up to you whether you want your premium and waiting conditions, at what, at what premium and waiting conditions you want to enter. You want to increase the premium and then enter into the trade. You want to decrease the premium and then enter into the trade. So it's completely up to you. Now what happens is this actually becomes directional feature. And what do you mean by that directional feature? Simply means you are just waiting for direction to happen and you're just going with the flow and you're not taking other leg right away, right? Try to understand this. If you are having this condition of 10% increase, अगर मैं 10% increase की बात करती हूँ, what we are saying is that we will wait 10% increase. That means CE to touch 220 from 200 rupees, right? And PE to touch 203 from 185 rupees. Obviously, these both legs will not touch 220 and 203 at same time, right? One will happen before another. Mostly it happens as CE leg enters at different time and PE leg enters at different time, right? If you specify wait and trade. Now let's see three possible cases. The first case is when both leg enters but at different times. Okay, so this is the first case कि आपका जो CE leg है वो let's suppose 10:15 पे execute हो गया और PE का leg आपका 12 PM पे execute हो रहा है. This may happen because both the legs they are working on independent of each other, right? So this is the case one. So this is the case one of three possible cases. Now what is the second case? The second case is only one leg enters into the trade. Okay, we simply mean probably one leg entered and leg two conditions never met and it kept on waiting. Okay, मान let आपका 10% increase का criteria CE के case पे fulfill हो गया, which is 220, right? And it got executed. But the PE leg, it kept on waiting, right? It kept on waiting for PE premium to increase from 185 to 203, and it never happened. So that means only one leg entered, right? So this is the case 2. And the case 3 is no leg entered. Suppose you applied wait and trade condition, आपने कुछ ज़्यादा ही wait and trade condition दे दी and both the legs did not touch the premium. आपके दोनों legs उस premium तक जा ही नहीं पाए. And throughout the day between your entry and the end time, none of the leg entered into the trade, right? So this is the case 3. So these are the three possible cases. The first case is both legs entered but at different times. Second case is only one leg entered and leg 2 का जो condition था वो meet ही नहीं पाया and it kept on waiting for the premium to increase, right? Or decrease, whatever, and it never happened. So that's the reason only one leg entered. So this is the case 2. And the case 3 is no leg entered. आपका leg enter ही नहीं हुआ and because आपने इतना ज़्यादा wait and trade का condition दे दिया था that it did not touch that premium throughout the day and none of the leg entered into the trade, right? So these are the three possible cases of wait and trade. Okay. Now in my next video, we will understand wait and trade monitoring. I hope this wait and trade feature calculation is pretty clear. Now in my next video, that is the part 2 of the wait and trade, we will understand wait and trade monitoring. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash like button. Thank you so much. Bye bye.